Chill Team, and this is a pretty exciting matchup. Both these teams touted as some of the best in this entire region, and we will be going into picks and bans very shortly.
Yeah, I heard in my ear, second seed and third seed for these teams. So we're about to have a very exciting game ahead of us. And I'm curious to see if we're seeing a very standard prioritization in the bans and the picks that we're going to see. I mean, first ban straight away is going to be that pocket. We saw that similar to last game, but it's going to be the Lash as the second ban.
Yeah, absolutely. Pocket and Lash. That just really makes me think that there's somebody there that really likes to play Lash, or somebody that really doesn't like to deal with it on Lowkey Chill Team. Obviously, the Lash can be a menace. We saw Sparky earlier in the tournament steal that Rejuvenator with it and play for some huge clips there. And the first pick of Mo and Krill, and then the response to Paradox here. What do you think about that?
Interesting Mo and Krill first pick. Paradox makes sense to me, and then being able to pick maybe one of your carries straight away. Yeah, then we've got the Haze being so popular. We've got Dynamo still open there for Lowkey Chill Team, though, if they're wanting to pick another controller and then possibly a carry after that. But yeah, I'm curious, you know, with the Lash getting taken away, similar to what you said, if there's just someone that is like, it's their main on the other team, or if they're wanting to play something like the Vindicta on Lowkey Chill Team.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe just really wanting to or maybe they just don't want to deal with it. It's a bit of something that you have to really keep in the back of your mind, but still leaving open this Dynamo. It's going to be interesting to see if they pick it up. Obviously, already picked up this Mo and Krill, and them on the same team, it's kind of a catch-22, because obviously with the lockdown from the Mo and Krill, it doesn't synergize as well as some of the other characters like the Abrams or another tanky character like that with the Dynamo. But I personally expect something a little bit tanky coming out with Lowkey Chill Team just to really frontline with this Mo and Krill. And a Bebop even to catch them out. It seems like they're going for a more pick-orientated comp here with the Bebop hook into uppercut combo to knock them really far back out of position in all these team fights, and the Mo and Krill to lock them down.
I like that. Like, come early game, Bebop can go absolutely crazy with the range of his hook. And, okay, no, never mind. We're seeing the Dynamo instead. Like, Dynamo, very classic pick that we're seeing a lot of the time. I kind of was liking that Bebop pick, like that sort of pick comp aspect, but it gets a little bit difficult when you're playing against a Paradox. Okay, we're getting the Bebop anyways, and then a 7 being hovered here for Mr.WorldWide.
Yeah, they decide they like the 7, and the Dynamo still being open. If you can pick it up, you may as well. The Bebop bombs into Hyper Beam is pretty much all the combo you honestly need with the Dynamo. And the Mo and Krill lockdown into the pool, especially on this 7 that is picked up. It's very interesting they've picked up the 7. We saw it get a little bit of value with his ults, but it's going to be hard for him, especially with that Dynamo hook, being able to just pull him even out of it, down to him, and combo him, and then uppercut him away again. And the Yamato and Ivy picked up here as well. What do you think about those?
So, Yamato, like, there's a lot of damage coming out for Mr.WorldWide's team, where in the response for Lowkey Chill Team so far, we're seeing a lot of CC. Now, obviously, when Yamato's popping their ults, they are CC immune, they're completely untargetable, so being able to get that off, or pop it when there's about to be something super scary in front of you can be quite nice, and then resetting your abilities, but it's going to be quite scary to be be on Mr.WorldWide right now with the amount of CC coming out. We're seeing a Kelvin as well.
I do like it. That kind of really indicates this Ivy will be going in a carry role very strong. Maybe even the Kudzu Bomb, the Kudzu Bomb angle, so she could really also help follow up if the Hyper Beam's down from this Bebop into the Dynamo ults. Being able to, obviously, the Ivy with the Urn. We love the Urn pickups here. I'm such a fan of them. It's such a really just interactive gameplay mechanic that I think the other team has a really fair and fun chance of playing against. Oh,
Apologies,
but it seems like
we haven't
something may have happened here with the picks and bans because of... Oh.
Okay, a bit of a swap around, which changes things up quite a bit here.
Quite a bit. Here we go.
Wow, okay, let's completely restart. So, Viscous Ivy, Kelvin for Mr.WorldWide, And then we've got still the Bebop, but a 7 in Yamato for Lowkey Chill Team. And then going into the Shiv. So that's a lot of aggression with the Shiv Bebop, and then potential from, you know, locking down with that Mo and Krill in the later stages of the game. Dynamo throughout the whole sort of time.
Jay Beto, take it away.
Thank you very much to Distinct and Nuxel. My name is Dice Hard. I'm joined on this game by Jay Beto. Two very high skill teams here. Beto, Lowkey Chill Team versus Mr.WorldWide, and quite the draft going on. We do see the Dynamo going in favor of Lowkey Chill Team, and that's going to be quite impactful here. Look how low health this Ivy is already, Jay Beto.
Yeah, I'm getting poked really far down already. Look at that pressure right now. I thought you were going to say, when you said two really high skill teams, I thought you were going to say two really high skill casters. And I was like, oh, okay. Thanks, bro.
No, I missed the
What do you
stink
mean
already.
by that?
Huh?
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 Anyway,
So, quite the game we've got in front of us, hey?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes for sure. Seeing, you know, again, some, like, you know, one lane getting pushed in, the other lane getting pushed in the other direction. Side lane's looking pretty even, except for actually this Mo and Krill getting a lot of pressure out right now with this Geist. But that healing, you know, of that Mo and Krill after, you know, getting a few points into the ability is going to be really strong. And I mean, Distinct touched on it last game, but the soul stealing ability with the shotgun of Mo and Krill, very, very potent.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the opportunity. This is the kind of game where you're going to see that being really impactful and start to sort of change how these games start to run. At the moment, still very, very early game. I would be expecting a crazy First Blood to come out, maybe a Bebop, a cheeky Bebop hook. We've seen that this Ivy has been getting poked out quite aggressively. So this is a game where I'm really expecting quite the explosion to happen.
Speaking of Dice, explosion happening.
And there it goes.
Kelvin.
Down goes the Kelvin, and it was Dynamo and 7 who were able to find that kill together. Too much aggression coming out there, and, you know, Dynamo we've seen all day. Jay Beto, he's just able to punish.
Oh, that hook. Did you see how close that was?
Oh, so close.
I grabbed the camera right there.
It tightened me up personally. I panicked there thinking I was getting pulled in.
I was about to get sucked into the screen right there, get bombed on and punched, man. I was terrified.
I was too. First Blood has come out, Jay Beto, but it's not the be-all, end-all. We know that this is impactful. We know that Dynamo is able to have pressure across the map pretty typically. So, you know, this is what we're expecting. Now the question is, how do you avoid this Dynamo going too far out of control and punishing teams too much?
Well, I think that you don't have to worry about that too much, as, you know, yeah, that First Blood comes through, but the Soul diff not too bad as a knock-up, and the Q coming through from the Viscous.
Yeah, gonna hold firm there is a Viscous, but this is a stun that's coming out from the 7 onto Kelvin. Good pressure from the Kelvin, though. Jay Beto is going to allow the Lowkey Chill Team to maintain some of their... Sorry, the Lowkey Chill Team to lose some of their pressure here against Mr.WorldWide.
After that First Blood dice, the Kelvin and the Dynamo are basically even in souls as well. So Kelvin must be getting a, you know...
Whoa, low health here for Mo and Krill. Being chased down by this lady guy's not going to be able to secure that kill, but 100 health is terrifying here, especially for a character with so much sustain. Shiv, though, will fall to the Haze. We saw the rotation coming out from the Viscous, and Yamato Bebop are going to pick up the kill onto the Ivy as well. Kills breaking out across the map right now, Jay Beto.
Yeah, that lane was super volatile, just waiting for that hook to come through. Being able to gap, like, essentially give Yamato the early gap close. You know, that damage from close is really strong. Obviously, the bomb damage as well coming through there. But yeah, great rotation from Viscous as well. Don't want to miss out on highlighting that. Yes, do it. I love his kit. It's so funny. But yeah, great rotation over there, getting a push out, rotating over to help getting a kill over there. Viscous now having his ultimate available. Yamato the same. So you got to watch out for these potential rotations. Look at on the left side. So on the right side, Viscous rotating over with the ult again.
Yeah, Shiv being aggressed on here by this Haze Viscous once more. Has managed to find his way behind this truck, although Viscous is looking for this knock back and will smash it! Excellently placed, but not enough follow-up there. Haze didn't go all the way in too deep there. Maybe scared of a counter rotation coming out. Instead, though, 7 and Dynamo are going to push in aggressively on this Kelvin, but Kelvin has great defense, great zone, and great damage to keep himself alive and prevent this Guardian from falling.
These are two great rotations so far from Viscus. As soon as the Shiv pushes up too far, Viscus is in the lane immediately. No, so you cannot push out. That was very, very lucky that he got out there. Great boop, but was able to put enough distance between himself and the Viscus so that the boop wasn't too scary. But Yamato has made a rotation over towards this Geist, potentially looking for a Guardian dive here.
This is a great opportunity here for the Yamato. Can't quite find the opportunity to get into there. Yeah, Geist playing very safe. And you see why, down to about 300 health right now. Shiv, though, is playing a little aggressive against this. Haze knows that their team is positioned to be able to rotate, and Bebop actually finds a bomb onto this Paradox. The dive is there as well from the Yamato, trying to find some damage. Whoa. Paradox down to 100 health. Will fall!
SS1.
To Bebop there. That's a huge, huge pick to be able to find, Beto. And now, Lowkey Chill Team pushing further and further into the lead. 3k now. 3K Souls ahead. Yeah. Once again, it looks like Beto, they're going to rotate and try to find this Lady Geist as well. There is a lot of farm in that area, so likely, stop to pick that up. There's an opportunity here, Beto, and I think Bebop wants to look for it.
Remember that duo lane can rotate over very quickly with that Ivy ult. Geist, as long as she's privy to this, might be getting caught, but backs up just enough. Ivy has made the rotation over as well.
In this ultimate as well, has the airdrop potential to do a lot of damage and find a knock-up. Geist managing to hold pretty firmly in this lane so far, as Paradox forced to back away from Yamato and Bebop here. Ivy going to drop that bomb and just alleviate some of the pressure coming out from that lane. Low game here so far, Beto.
And Ivy's been a really fun hero for me to watch. The rotation potential match for the Ivy is so strong when you're, even though Yamato's ahead and is rotating quite frequently. Speaking of Ivy, up, down onto her. But
whoa, the bomb's coming out. Bebop finds another kill, Beto. That's very impactful that this Bebop is having such an early game presence. His bombs are going to be scaling so well into the late game already. I'd be terrified of how this Bebop is going to be looking later on into the game. And alongside this Dynamo, this Robo combo is absolutely terrifying, Beto.
We do love Omnix in this house. But we saw Bebop earlier today get lots of value on a player who knew what they were doing with just the hook. They were lower souls in the entire game, but the hook was just too much, and they were doing, the right thing when they needed to, hitting them like that, like this one right here.
Speaking of which, great cube coming out, though, from that Viscus, going to keep them alive. But now, because the Viscus doesn't have the cube available, he's going to be pushed up on by the Bebop. Dynamo makes a rotation over as well, barely finding that kill is the Bebop, but find it, he does. Really heads up micro play there to go, well, the cube is down, I know who to chase.
Yeah, great target selection swap onto the Viscus after the cube was used defensively onto his duo lane as a 1v1 over here with Haze.
Oh, Haze taking the 1v1 here. Has the damage available though, Beto. Shiv goes down and Haze finds that solo kill. Absolutely massive. And now Yamato making a rotation over as well. Might be able to punish out this Haze and does find the kill. Great play from the Yamato to punish out that aggression from the Haze in the meantime. Kelvin making a rotation, punched away there though by the Viscus, straight back into Dynamo ultimate. The singularity's good. Yamato damages better, and Dynamo finds the kill. Down goes the Viscus. Unfortunate positioning there as Kelvin now being punished up and knock up from this Dynamo as well. He's all over the map, Beto, and so too is the Yamato. Finds the kill. You just can't be near this Dynamo.
Dynamo setting up for this Yamato, a lot of O's, to just essentially do whatever she wants to do. Well, might be caught out here potentially in this 2v2, but is able to run away pretty safely. But yeah, beautiful Dynamo play so far. Wow, these ults. That ult specifically was beautiful.
Yeah, really great stuff coming out there from both teams, but Dynamo is so impressive, Beto. He's able to constantly find the ultimates and the knockups and be just all across the map right now and putting pressure on. How do you think, or where do you think Mr.WorldWide need to be positioning to really change the way that this Dynamo is able to have impact from this point?
Well, just remember that the Ivy rotation potential is really strong, so maybe even trying to fight on lanes where the Dynamo isn't. Allowing him to get these big teamfight ultimates, there isn't really any counterplay once he's got them. You can't say, oh, well, we'll just fight with him. There's lots of macro options to fight away from him where he is on the map, as what's happening right now over this bridge buff that's spawning in 1 second, going to be getting secured up, but Earn as well, getting looked at by both teams.
Yeah, this is definitely the impactful point in the game. We're at 10 minutes, bridge buffs have spawned and already have been taken off the map, and this urn is available. Ivy, we know, has the ultimate that can move it across the map quickly. Haze, though, is going to find an immediate kill onto Shiv. Great timing as well, is going to potentially allow Ivy to completely transport this Haze over across the map with that urn, although Lowkey Chill Team are in position to defend this, and in fact are pushing this Guardian in the mid-left lane.
Yeah, very good macro right now. Urn left alone, these towers getting pushed down, but a rotation potential could happen from this Viscous. Right now we are tuning into a 3v1 over the Kelvin. He's just happy sitting on a tower, dice all game.
Yeah, Kelvin is such a strong defensive presence for this Mr.WorldWide team right now. For the comp that they've drafted, he's just able to sit inside of one Guardian. He doesn't fall behind. He can just farm. He can zone. And he pressured, you know, we saw there that he was able to pressure 3 people away from his Guardian just with slows and damage.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, that's exactly what you want from a weak side.
Oh, pull out from the Bebop, though. Very weird positioning. I did not like the camera angle that he got there.
I feel like if that
Kelvin will get out
on the
scot-free
bridge there, he's dead. So maybe has to fall. I don't know if he gets like a. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a.
Look, Kelvin's got his ult and he's got his frost path as well, sort of ability. So I think he'd be okay, but it's still terrifying. Yamato though is going to pick up this urn, Beto.
Yeah, Yamato chasing away. It looks like the rotation though onto this Shiv is what we're looking at for Lowkey Chill. Sorry, for Mr.WorldWide. Leaving that urn as it is, but the rotation hasn't resulted in a kill just yet. This Shift still hasn't fallen down. Yeah, Ivy is up in the air and trying to find this Shiv inside of the buildings right now, but didn't find the position on it. Haze, we do know, can take these 1v1s, but in the meantime, Yamato's fully rotated over, and Lowkey Chill Team have secured the urn, Beto. Huge lead for them at the moment as Viscous goes into the cube, and up into the air does go to 7, but Ivy knocks him completely out of the ultimate. Trapped inside Kelvin ult now is the 1v3. Down goes the 7, trying to defend. This Guardian likely to follow as well. Great play there from the Ivy, holding the gargoyle until he could find the punish on the ult. They got the soul urn, but it doesn't matter. Even in souls now, after, you know, what was nearly a 10k soul lead. Actually, no, still in the lead, Lowkey Chill Team are, as they're being able to push down the walkers in left side of the map. Numbers advantage, nice early walker very there. Split map right now happening right. Viscous taking down another walker against Lowkey Chill Team, but looks like two getting traded on left side as well. So yeah, 2 for 2 walker trade right now. Yeah, both teams seem to be confident that they don't need to defend the walker and instead are going to prioritize getting themselves the flex slots up. So they're basically put one person there, see if they can hold or slow down the push a little bit. Rest of the team going to push up and try to get the walkers for themselves. It looks like an aggressive play being called out here by a Lowkey Chill Team. They're going to steal away some of the farm on the Mr.WorldWide side of the map and maybe bait a fight in here, Beto. But actually the reason for it is so that Krill and Shiv can push down this Guardian. No minions needed. He just walks in, tanks the full tower. Damn. I was not expecting that, but yeah, really here from Mo and Krill. Very interesting macro plays. Interesting as in, like, I'm really surprised that teams went for that. Like, a lot of the time you'll see teams kind of just devolve down to team fighting when you don't have to, and this is a great example of that. They take the 2 for 2 trade, the cross map is good from both teams, macro answer, and, I mean, they're basically just opting for, instead of gambling these fights and, you know, potentially not having it go the way they want, they just want these flex slots open for themselves. So I really like to see that. Yeah, really intelligent gameplay coming out. I like the macro plays that we're seeing, really from both teams here, opting to trade out walkers when you know that you can trade out walkers. There's a 5k souls differential at the moment in favor of Lowkey Chill Team. But that's not too impactful at this point in the game. It definitely has an impact and makes a difference. It is low-key pretty chill though, you're right. Yeah. But what's not low-key pretty chill is this chase over in right lane, but not going to amount to anything as the rotation from Bebop as well coming over. Their 4-man group for this tower dies. This macro from Lowkey Chill Team is really good. You're going to push out to that right mid lane, and then they rotate. This is really what you want to be seeing, Beto, and you know, the intelligent macro coming out. Look at this teleport as well. Bebop, everybody really from Lowkey Chill Team are going to make this rotation over.
Haze managed to get a call out there, obviously, to be able to rotate away from that position, but it's also a bridge buff that's going to come out in favor of Lowkey Chill Team on this side of the map. So it's a great opportunity here for them to put pressure over this side. The Urn is up over here as well. I think we're probably going to see Yamato try to run this down to the other side too. And I like that too, Jay Beto, preventing Ivy from being able to do it herself.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't run it down to the side, you can hold it. We've seen lots of teams do that today until, you know, you need to drop it away. Look, but it's not actually that far into the base of Mr.WorldWide. The soul diff isn't enough to have it be pushed back further. The map situation isn't that bad. So looks like they are going to be grouping for this. Might be a full-on 6v6 team fight soon. Just getting some items right now. Kelvin resetting. Viscous having that rotation potential with the goo ball. And 7 as well, I believe, in the left lane there. Having the TP available. He's hugging that side.
Intelligent macro play coming out from both teams too. You notice that they don't send all 6 of their members there. Both teams are trying to make sure that the lanes are pushed up so that the other team can't immediately run down a walk or run down a shrine. Dynamo are going to come out on top of the Urn drop off spot. We see Bebop ult firing off as well as Viscous. He's going to look for a knockback. Ivy and Kelvin have already fallen. Viscous going to go into that ultimate and he finds 3 stuns immediately. Up and down does go the entire team here. 4 down here for Mr.WorldWide as Lowkey Chill Team push for more. Great fight coming out. It's a 2-for-5 trade and Urn is going to go in favor of the Lowkey Chill Team. Although low-key they might be low on health, they did end up, and Shiv is actually going to go down in a 1v1 trade there by the Haze. She's the only member alive on her team, but still finding kills and might be able to find more. Blow and Krill going to come in from behind here as this Haze is trying to find the 2v1 against Yamato and 7. The stun going to come out from the 7 though, and it is enough for Yamato to get in, and Haze should go down. One more will do it, and down she goes.
Beautiful chase there from the Yamato. That's a split, split deicide, split ace, Didn't quite get that, but every member does end up falling down. Potentially, if you get a bit more there, maybe you're able to go for a rejuve there. But yeah, that Dynamo, I mean, he falls down, right? And again, he's lower souls on his team, but the ult is massive. Viscous ult was really big too, but the combos, the damage just wasn't there because everyone was dead. They already picked down 2 or 3 before the Viscous ult was coming through.
Yeah, great point, Jay Beto. That at the end of the day, they both had really impactful ults, but the timing is just a little bit off from one compared to the other. And at the end of the day, you don't necessarily want to engage with the Viscous ult because then you give the opposing team time to separate and to re-engage when they want to. You also are giving that Dynamo an opportunity to find the engage that he wants. Jay Beto, how do you think Mr.WorldWide need to kind of adapt to the way that the engages are coming out from this Dynamo?
I don't know, having, just playing around this Dynamo, he's getting so much value in these fights, right? There's not really enough souls right now to, have the items necessary to, survive that. But, I mean, it's hard, right? You don't really want to be taking a fight like that. But maybe if the rotation from Viscous was faster, and if the grouping from Lowkey Chill Team wasn't as good, so if Mr.WorldWide had a better grouping there, and that fight goes different. I'm not sure how that fight goes if Viscous is there early and he's able to, get his orb out right on top of that Dynamo ult. Maybe if Haze is able to get some more damage in there too, because she, died last, wasn't able to get as much done as necessary. But, I mean, Lowkey Chill Team just having a great fight there.
Yeah, really good stuff coming out from Lowkey Chill Team. They've managed to get themselves a 14 to 15,000 soul lead already, and that lead is continuing to be impactful. We see that Dynamo is really able to engage on whoever he wants, despite being nearly the lowest farm in the entire game. Jay Beto, and this Yamato, this Mo and Krill especially being as farmed as they are, means that they're also able to find great engages. And I'm terrified of this Bebop at all times. He's doing so much damage, able to pick off one individual player, even when the Dynamo and Mo and Krill are not the ones engaging. He's able to engage and potentially set up for his Shiver as Yamato.
Yeah, have a look at these wave sets. Very interesting that Lowkey Chill Team choosing to kind of sack every lane for this last walker, right, pardon me, right lane not getting pushed up too much, but all lanes getting sacked right now in terms of this team fight. Haze onto the Bebop.
Yeah, has to back away immediately. Good use of the fleet foot to just get herself out of trouble there. Definitely potential for a lot of damage to come out. A hook double bomb combo could immediately kill a Haze in that position. But with the positioning here from Lowkey Chill Team, Jay Beto, this could be a mid-boss angle, or at the very least a bait towards mid-boss. We're seeing that Dynamo and Yamato are positioning to kind of come in from behind. So if Lowkey Chill Team start up mid-boss here, bait in Mr.WorldWide, then Dynamo can come in and find a massive ultimate.
I mean, Lowkey Chill Team does have the map pressure right now. They're able to strip all these jungle camps away, but Mr.WorldWide not too far behind, so they're able to give up the pressure for now without feeling too bad, defending this last walker really well. Time to look at some side lane play. Seven doing that. Again, Yamato looking over towards that right lane where Kelvin is protecting, but a team fight might be on the menu.
It does look like a bit of a team fight. Yamato forced the ult very early on here after Viscus tried to find that engage there. Might be enough for Mr.WorldWide to find a strong engage, and in fact, it's Dynamo being engaged on here. It's being switched around by the Paradox ultimate, but has already fallen as well. So that's a huge engage tool that's down for Lowkey Chill Team, and it's just poor positioning there from the Dynamo.
Will this amount to anything though, guys? Looks like the pictures are heading down the left lane, not towards this mid-boss quite yet. Looking for this left side walker potentially, and right left side mid walker, just trying to get the advantage, finally get the map back in control, get some of this farm. That pick's not going to amount to too much, just allowing them some time to get the farm. They've also taken that soul urn and are pinging the drop-off zone. But Dynamo will be back with ult for this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, Jay Beto, you know, it shows that this Dynamo can be taken down, but
yeah,
it's not the story of the entire game, right? He's still in position to be able to find these impactful ultimates. Now grouping a little bit further back with his team, waiting for an engage to come out from Lowkey Chill Team, and an engage does come out, although Dynamo has been knocked straight up and back into a great position here. Here's the singularity. Although he hasn't caught many members in this one, he falls immediately, Jay Beto, when the kills are pouring, or the damage is pouring through. Already chased down onto this Paradox. He's going to find a way to climb away from a lot of this damage and turns back around. Ivy finding some of the damage as well as Yamato gets into the backline and Bebop falls. Haze countered out and will go down, but Viscus is looking for some damage and looking for some CC alongside this Paradox. The damage is good. One more shot will do it, and down she goes. Viscus finds the kill. Mr.WorldWide have turned around this fight, Jay Beto. They figured out how to punish the Dynamo. Chase on from this Kelvin, looking for a few more shots onto the Mo and Krill. Won't be able to find it. That Mo and Krill will survive for now, but a great team fight there from Mr.WorldWide. They've pulled themselves back into the game, and they know exactly how they want a team fight. The next one's going to be at the mid-boss.
Dynamo ult getting no value at all, and a really cool combo that we saw there, the Kelvin ult, Viscus ult, where you're just bouncing around inside. Any steal might be possible Shiv in the location, but no, choosing to give this, they're not risking any more deaths here. But yeah, great fight from Mr.WorldWide. Still down in soul, so this is still going to be trying to help them catch back up, then look for these last two walkers and accelerate the game in their favor.
Absolutely, Jay Beto, and this is the opportunity right now for Mr.WorldWide to have this catch-up. They've got the rejuve. They know how to punish the positioning from this Dynamo, and realistically, a lot of what happened there came from Dynamo pushing up, looking for the position that he wanted to engage from, and Viscus saying, no, you're not doing that, knock up, reposition him, and then that way, when the Dynamo thought that he had a good engage opportunity, he really didn't, and was punished out immediately for it.
Yeah, absolutely, but I mean, I'm going to say it again. I love that combo, the Kelvin and the Viscus ult combos. I think that was beautiful. And we saw in the fight previously the Paradox ult to kind of catch out the Dynamo before the fight even started. And that's 2 fights in a row now where Dynamo hasn't been able to get the value that he really needs. Those, maybe they're lacking souls, just, kind of showing. But I mean, honestly, I think it's more about the gameplay rather than any items or any farming, because it was just a kind of a misplay both times. You're caught out the first time, but the fight on right now is just Walker getting focused down.
Walker is being focused down. Mo and Krill on the defense, though. That combo is going to connect with a cube. However, enough members are around here to try to pick off this kill. Shiv does fall immediately. And Ivy up in the air, not quite being punished out yet, has that ultimate and a lot of damage coming out. Yamato already in the ultimate of their own and trying to defend this. Walker, Viscous has found a stun into the backline here. And low health for this Bebop, trying his best to hold off and find some damage. But this time, Dynamo's found a big enough ultimate to find some punish, although he's getting lower and lower, trying to find a knockup, but is inside of Kelvin ult already, and down goes so many members. Paradox and Haze fall. Shiv, the only member of Lowkey Chill Team to go down here, and despite the low health bars, they managed to hold the defense, J Beto.
Guys, did they manage to hold the defense? The Walker does fall. Now, they do lose 2, obviously. You know, is that worth it? Maybe not, but they did end up getting at least something for that, despite going down in kills. Left side Walker almost dying to minions. You would not have liked to see that, but not going to happen. This urn is available alongside these bridge buffs as well. Is he trying to give it to a teammate?
I think he's either giving it to his Haze or he's baiting right now. Probably going to spot out this Mo and Krill and have to secure it himself.
If Mo and Krill walks up here and...
It's going to be secured, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He was just trying to save it for a team and...
Yeah, either an Ivy or a Haze there to give that to them. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but very even, close game right now. 25 minutes. These Soul leaders, you know, coming up on negligible territory right now. You know, regardless of what it already was, a bit of a smaller lead that we've seen. What is it, 4K, 5K-ish souls between 6 people is not that much at all. So it's really on these team fights now, Dice. Dynamo was able to get a good ult, and, you know, at the end of the fight, finally, you know, whittle down those health bars, but the fight didn't look super good out in that open space for Lowkey Chill Team. At the beginning of that fight, it's really on this Dynamo. Yamato able to do a lot of damage, survive time. The Mo and Krill, I think, used ult onto the Viscous cube, so might have just been a really good play from the Viscous, maybe a missed time from the Mo and Krill, but yeah, I think this Dynamo ult is really where the team fight either wins or loses. Shiv was dead for that team fight, I'm fairly sure. Died right at the beginning.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Were able to get 2. So it's really Dynamo ult or bust. If they can get a big Dynamo ult, 7 ult on top, Yamato damage, etc., or the, you know, all the sprinkles on top of that, whatever that might be. And if the Dynamo ult isn't big, I mean, this Viscous is vicious, I'll say that. And, you know, the Ivy rotation, the Kelvin ult, the Paradox ult.
Yeah,
right now we're just stalemating.
A lot of repositioning abilities in this game, and a lot of high levels of CC, as well as a lot of single target damage. It does kind of come down realistically to positioning, J Boto, positioning and counter positioning, how you're using the ultimates like Dynamo and like Paradox ultimate, even Mo and Krill or Bebop's hook to be able to prevent people from being realistically where they want to be. And speaking of being where you want to be, I don't think Mo and Krill wants to be here being chased down by this. Viscous will be stunned out and repositioned immediately. Has to try to find a way out of back into a comfortable position here. So many members chasing down this Mo and Krill, but he still hasn't fallen. Managed to finding a little bit of healing, but does eventually go down. We saw the use of 3 ultimates, Paradox, Ivy, and Viscous to get that kill, but Viscous is still in his ultimate and manages to find a stun off into this Dynamo, which means that the engage tool here for Lowkey Chill Team won't be available. In the meantime, into the backline does go the Kelvin. He finds his own ultimate and traps Dynamo inside of it, but Dynamo is going to counter out with his ultimate. Down goes Kelvin, down goes Ivy, and now 7 walking out, trying to find some damage onto this. Viscous will be able to get the stun off, but the Warpstone is going to pull Viscous out of trouble a little bit here, although here's the Bebop ultimate, and he's managing to find a good chunk of damage here. Haze stepping up and trying to find what they can, but Bebop is here with a hook and a bomb. Down goes Lady Geist. Great pick there. Haze, Invis, looking to get around on the right side of this one, but Shiv has spotted it out. Great knife, though, to sleep the Shiv and prevent the 1v1. Can Haze get out of trouble here? It looks like they can with the Fleet Foot and Smoke Bomb. Movement speed, yes, onto the zipline. They do get out, but 3 kills there for Lowkey Chill Team, J Beto.
Paradox able to grab that wave, but not enough of that wave, so that Walker getting looked at right now for Lowkey Chill Team, the urn as well. Death time is still relevant right now, so Walker potentially could be getting defended, but, I mean, it's risky.
Wow, down goes Paradox, and Haze being aggressed on now as well. Will be stunned out underneath the Walker. A lot of damage coming out from this 7 as well. The Walker should fall here, and that's the last, or second last? No, the last one going down there for this team. Agreston is this Viscous combo coming out, and Yamato looking for a little bit more damage. Viscous, though, is going to warp Stone away and manages to survive all the damage. Has to go into that ultimate 2. A little bit more damage will do
else.
it, but he's in the ball and he's getting out.
So fast in that orb. Very nice. Oh, the bounce might be off, but Borrow being channeled right now. Also, Urn secured for Lowkey Chill Team. Mid boss hasn't spawned, but Dice, they're already grouped up around it, ready for that respawn timer. All the walkers have now been destroyed. Only one remains for Lowkey Chill Team. So map state, after, if you ignore waves, is pretty even. This soul lead as well, 20k, but we're approaching 30 minutes. Mid boss finally spawns now. Just a little bit late. You would have maybe liked that 1 minute earlier. That would have been gone. But in Dice, I feel like another team fight is just directly around the corner. Another Urn has spawned as well as this mid boss and a grouping in the right side.
Yeah, we're seeing the bridge buffs as well coming down, and that's going to be a health survivability buff here for this Viscous. Very impactful. Tanky, healthy, has good regen. I'd be scared of this Viscous, but I don't think that Lowkey Chill Team are scared of him, J Beto.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! Look at his little eyes. He means no harm. He's just a little gooball, man. He's just trying to roll it. Look at him! Look at him! He means no harm, sliding around. I mean, I think we should just leave him alone. Let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I wouldn't be letting him do whatever he wants because blue wall is terrifying.
It is a very strong ability. This Urn getting forsaken right now.
Oh.
That hook.
Dirty boy.
This is the thing with I was talking about it before, the difference between committal CC and non-committal CC. And Bebop is a great example of non-committal CC, where you're just like, all right, guys, looking for a hook, play off my hook. If it doesn't hit, you're not in, risky territory. Speaking of risky territory, getting out of dodge right now. But yeah, the good thing about having committal CC is that a lot of the time it's guaranteed. The bad part about non-committal CC is if you don't have any other way of engaging and the hook is down, you kind of can't do anything, but obviously that's not the case this game. We have Warpstone Dynamo with his ult. We've got so much engage potential just across the board, but a rotation quickly coming out. Oh no, this is the Urn. Very nice using that tech over.
Yeah, nice little Urn
rotation. Getting started there. This is a great play if they do end up starting this. They know that they're all over there on vision, on wards. Mid-boss getting started. Great macro.
Yeah, this is not great from Mr.WorldWide. They have to have known that this was going to happen. Once they send Viscous over there as well and start to see that people aren't rotating out, then they should have known that this was happening, and they are baiting it. They've started it up and made that sound on the mid-boss so that Lowkey Chill... so that Mr.WorldWide will come in, but they're not stepping in too aggressively. They know that this could be a bait and that if they come in too soon, they will fall immediately. Looking for an opportunity, though, is this Bebop. Will be knocked up, but... doesn't quite find that hook. Viscous, I think, is who we want to be watching, J Beto. He's been finding these great engagements for Mr.WorldWide's team. Another hook will miss, though. Ooh, it's intense here in this fight. Both teams know that, really, this could be what defines the game.
Yeah, face checking into mid-boss against the Bebop. That is scary. Got to be careful for sure. Look at how much... oh, that hook almost hits again. They're really playing well off this hook. Potentially a mid-boss starting up again just to bait them back in. But Dice, how do you face check? Do you just gamble that you can dodge the hook? That's a risky play right there.
Looking for a pick though onto this Haze. Lowkey Chill Team have decided that they want to send their full team, and this is a good way to play this this engagement around the mid boss. Try to find one pick. Or go back, group around the mid-boss again, and bait in again. But in the meantime, Mr.WorldWide are staying as grouped up as they can. They're not going to let this Haze be by herself to clear lanes anymore. Bebop, though, might be able to find a pull-off onto this Kelvin. Will be able to back off. Yamato, though, up on top of these buildings, trying to find a position around where this Ivy is. Look how far back Mr.WorldWide are, though, from the mid-boss, J Beto. They've backed all the way to base, and now mid-boss has been started up again, and it's already down. Rejuve is about to spawn, and straight into the ultimate does go Yamato. She wants to be in the position to be able to immediately secure this as Viscous comes in trying to find the stuns. Dynamo ultimate, it's huge! He's picked up so many members. Down goes Kelvin, down goes Viscous. The defense around this Rejuve is massive as Lowkey Chill Team get the Rejuve, but 3 members fall. So much damage coming out from the Geist Paradox. Haze, even the Ivy is chunking through health right now. Finds another kill onto the Yamato. Down goes another one as Ivy finds the 7. It's a huge play around the Rejuve, J Beto.
Oh, no. I don't know. I feel like the ults just weren't able to get across. We see 7 ult, Shiv ult, Bebop ult, all aren't able to get used in that team fight. And, I mean, sure, you lose Kelvin and Viscous, but The rejuve is going to allow you to respawn, Dice. This isn't the end of the game. I mean, the souls hurts really badly, but it's only an even game right now. 203k to 205k right now. Not the end of the world. It feels bad because now we know the game's going to go on for another 5 to 10 minutes. You know, if you're these players, I'm saying, you know, you've got to reset your mental. You're in such a winning position right there, and you get the rejuve, but then the fight after doesn't go your way. If that fight was flipped, that's over right there. The game is done. If you kill 4 for 1 or 4 for 2 or something like that, you just push down that left side mid that was pushing in right there. But now we're back to default stands. The waves are going to get reset back to neutral, and we're looking back at, you know, playing off of a Bebop hook.
This is the timing, you're right, Jay Beto, where the game has basically been put back into a reset. Only Bebop has that rejuve left on him. The waves obviously still being quite impactful, and we're seeing Lowkey Chill Team's waves pushing down Mr.WorldWide's lanes quite quickly. But man, Jay Beto, that fight was crazy. Dynamo was able to find 2 so early on, but a complete turnaround. So much damage came out from that Ivy. It was just completely unexpected. And now, though, Lowkey Chill Team, they still have the pressure, they still have the aggression, and they might be trying to find a shrine here, but this is a dangerous fight.
This is a dangerous fight, Dice, but they want it. You know, they know what they're doing here. The Bebop hook potential is strong. You don't have to fully commit right now, but Viscous might be doing that.
Jiv is safe for the time being, still has a lot of healing available, but a good bit of chunk, a good bit of poke coming out from that Kelvin here is going to alleviate the pressure and force Lowkey Chill Team to back off again.
I'm just having a quick look, poking and proning, seeing if they can break the base. However, playing on one lane is risky in these siege scenarios because essentially the entirety of Mr.WorldWide can just group up on that one lane. They know you are only in that one lane. There's no split push potential. There's no back and forth seesaw action to try to get a tower. However, that map pressure is allowing this urn to be taken. These, you know, tier up items going to be coming in really big. 36 minutes. I mean, obviously we're not infinite souls right now, so all of these are still nice. That's satisfying. That's got to be mega satisfying.
But still a flex slot away though, Jay Beto, for both teams. Neither have taken a shrine right now, so while they do have a lot of souls and they're really trying to finish out and close out their builds, that last flex slot is becoming a bit of a denial point, you know, a standstill for these teams finishing off their builds right now. You can see as we go towards pretty much every character that we've looked at so far, the last item that they're waiting for is that last flex slot item.
Yeah, absolutely. And you feel like right now, at this point in the game, it's so close in terms of souls and map state that if you're breaking a shrine, you may be nearly ending the game just on that push alone, or, you know, the next one. So these fights so...
Oh, a hook! What? Huge hook onto the Kelvin from such a long distance, straight into the combo from the Mo and Krill. But Kelvin turns it. Kelvin goes down immediately. What a play there!
Oh my god, that hook was insane. That's the hook they've been waiting for all game. And immediately you can see the push, Dice. You can see the push. Haze looking to split push right now, get a bit of lane pressure, but has to base right now because these Guardians are getting looked at.
50 seconds on the respawn timer here for Kelvin. He fell so quickly there, and his team just couldn't have been prepared for it. He barely stepped out and got hooked immediately. Now Lady Geist being aggressed on here. This Mo and Krill trying to push in. Another hook will come out, but won't connect. Dynamo ultimate, however, will connect, and he's trying to defend inside of his base as Ivy goes down. And look at the aggression coming out. Viscous ult will come out to defend against the aggression from Lowkey Chill Team. Will find some good stuns onto the Yamato, and a kill actually does come down immediately onto that Viscous for his aggression. Yamato now chasing inside of this base, doesn't have the ultimate available, but does have the damage. Straight out, another pull and the knock up off the bomb. Is it enough to find the kill? Not quite, as Lady Geist comes out again, just trying to hold the Patron alive, but the Patron will go down here, resets the cooldown, the respawn timers for the team in just a moment, and that's going to mean that Kelvin, Viscous, and Ivy won't be too far off of being able to defend this weakened Patron. However, Mo and Krill maintaining this aggression and the ability to fire off a combo at any time. Jay Beto, 7 here has damage potential as well, and hooks are constantly being fired out.
I'd be scared of that. We saw what happened in that last one, but Dice, look at the base of Lowkey Chill Team. I feel like you need to get more here. The towers are dying in your base. You either need to reset and protect them, but the waves are so pushed up on the left side that you can't base. We've got Yamato, and I believe that is 7 as well, going back to defend those towers so that you know you're not giving over a flex slot of the to Mr. Worldwide for doing nothing.
Oh, Shiv being chased down here by this Haze. He's going to find that sleep with the knife, but turned around here. Oh! Hook just barely missing the mark, and in goes Kelvin. Viscous is going to find that ultimate as well, looking to find some stuns off. Kelvin ult is good, and it's going to trap Dynamo inside of that one, looking for the stun. He will be able to find it, and down goes that Dynamo alongside the Bebop. Beto, the turnaround is massive. Mr. Worldwide, and now the ones who are trying to end this game out immediately. Can they push for an end here, as Viscous is too deep into the backline? He's looking for stuns, but he's so low health, still healing up and being chased by this Moen krill. Oh, it is a split push opportunity here, but will it be punished out? Lady Geist is in position, and now this Yamato, she can look to be able to punish inside of the mid-boss area. It has been done, and Rejuve is dropping. Mr. Worldwide might be able to pick this up. Ivy is here, and it will be picked up. Viscous, the one to secure that one down, and this, oh no, sorry. Haze was the one to secure that one down. Into the ultimate does go Yamato, and chasing down or away from this Lady Geist.
Gotta be careful, there's still 30-second respawns. You were greedy on that base end, and the respawns came through. Don't be greedy again, or this could be an absolute upset right now. Not to say that these teams aren't evenly matched, but that game state looked so good for Lowkey Chill Team. Now absolutely flipped on his head.
Mr. Worldwide pushing into the Patron here. They need to find a little bit of damage onto these shrines. In fact, they need to find a lot of damage onto these shrines. Beto, as Lowkey Chill Team are here to defend, and already being pushed out are Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah,
going
not
to be
getting
a
too greedy.
base defense for now.
I mean, it definitely feels bad, right? You feel like, they were respawning, but, you know, maybe we had a timer there, but, you know, we just saw Lowkey Chill Team being a bit too ambitious on that end, got too greedy, didn't wait for the respawns to come through, and, you know, they all fell down there, nearly lost the game right there. So, Mr. Worldwide, privy to that, just happened in their favor. Don't want to give over too much. Happy to reset, get their flex items. Actually, they weren't able to get them. No shrines falling down, I believe. And the Sapphire Patron still weakened. So, this is a one-fight territory game now, Dice, because if any team loses, you know, 1 or 2 members, that's a push to end up. We saw a 60-second respawn timer for those. This next fight is going to be near 70-second respawn. That is ridiculously long. It is 40 minutes into the game, though, so that does make sense.
Remember though, Beto, Rejuve is on all 6 members of Mr. Worldwide here. Those respawn timers are not going to be very long for them at all. If they take a team fight now, before that Rejuve ends, and we can see that the Rejuve timer is ticking lower and lower on the left side of the screen there. So if Mr. Worldwide want to take a slightly lower risk fight, now is the only opportunity that they're going to get. Otherwise, that Rejuve is going to start running out on their players. It's a big grouping over on the right side of the map, though, Beto.
The waves are so good for Lowkey Chill Team, understanding this timer that they need to wait out this Rejuve. Left side waves really, really good. Now they're able to just group up as 6 at the right side, push out these waves. Rejuve not too much longer off, but the fight is on.
Yeah, this is a fight opportunity here. 7 does find a bit of damage with that ball. Viscous not able to find a knock up or a knock back with his own abilities here, but going to push forward, uses that fleet foot as well, and finally does find that knock up, but it's going to be a pull in from the hook off Bebop, straight into the cube, defensively there for this Viscous, and here's the ultimate. It is going to be stunned inside of it by that 7. Damage coming out from several alchemical flames, but is it enough here as Yamato looking to get into the backline and do some damage to this Haze? She's trying to find a punish position here as Paradox goes down immediately. Not a great push just yet here for Mr. Worldwide, but Yamato will be punished, and that's a 75-second respawn timer, Beto, as Viscous is looking for more. Pull straight back in, back out there for the out of position Dynamo. Bebop gets a great hook to defend his own player, his own teammate. Ivy, though, is going to look for the stun, and it's going to do so much damage. Down goes Moen krill, down goes Dynamo. Mr. Worldwide, they have the opportunity to end here, pushing into the base, and it's going to come down to Bebop to be able to defend this one. He's got a 7, he's got a Shiv there, but this Sapphire Patron is going to go down. Pull in from the Bebop straight into the double bomb on the Haze. It does enough damage. Down goes the Haze. Great defensive play. Isn't enough, though, Beto. 5 members still alive here, pushing into the base already, and it's still a few members left to respawn here for Lowkey Chill Team. What is going to happen? They're pushing in, looking for the end here, slowly taking a lot of damage. Is the Patron. 7 firing off this defensive ultimate, but up into the air does go Viscous, down into the ground does go the Patron. Beto, it's over. Lowkey Chill Team are going to take the loss, and it's a win here for Mr. Worldwide.
What a game! 45 minutes.